My name is Jameliah Pinder. I'm a political science major and English minor. I'm also a sophomore here at Shaw University, and I'm from Nassau, New Providence in the Bahamas.
Why did you want to be a democracy fellow with Common Cause?
Honestly, a lot of the work that I was doing here on campus in SGA as Vice President of External Affairs, it aligned a lot with Common Cause, and so the opportunity arose, and so I grabbed it.
Tell me about the panel that you organized.
The panel discussion that we had last Thursday was based on my platform for this semester as a Common Cause Fellow, which is women's empowerment. What I did was I gathered women that I believed were successful, whether it's personal or even just a community. And ironically, all of our panelists, they had that combination where they both affected me in a personal way, but they also affected our community in the Raleigh downtown area. The panel discussion, it made an impact that I wasn't necessarily expecting. I knew that it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be great. And that surprised me personally. I had my script written out, but I still managed to make everything flow and connect, and that shocked me. It brought out something in me that I didn't even know was going to happen in that moment, and I'm grateful for Common Cause to bring that out in my character.
So obviously this is a really important topic for you, women's empowerment. Can you tell me a little bit about why it's important to you?
There was a time when I was depressed. I feel like I'm about to cry. There was a time where I was depressed, and even so, I wasn't taking care of myself. I was, I don't know, just off. And a lot of people don't know that about me, and it's because of the way that I carry myself and I present myself to everyone. But I think that that's really when the shift happened, when I grew. That moment in my life helped me to grow personally, and I just want to be able to share that with everyone else. Even as a resident advisor, my residents, they just walk into my room and just pour their lives out to me, expecting me to help them. And sometimes in that moment, I'm like, wow, like, what am I going to say that's about to change their life? What am I going to say that's going to make an impact or help them through this situation? To think that I went through something that's helping you currently, it says a lot. And I strongly believe that that's where my motivation and my passion for women's empowerment comes from.
What challenges did you face in putting this together? And how do you think you overcame those challenges?
Not knowing exactly what the panelists were going to respond and say. And it's a little scary to not be able to know exactly what it is, because you don't know how the conversation is going to shift. You don't know if somebody's going to say something that's going to cause a reaction or just make everything go wow. And so I had to be prepared to make my emotions in a way just always ready, because anything is possible. And so that was a challenge for me. It was scary.
So it sounds like you learned a lot from this experience. Can you tell me like what you learned?
For me, I learned that I'm a better speaker than I thought I was. I'm also a better marketer and advertiser than I thought I was. I'm a very good persuader, because I didn't even mention this, but I managed to get my advisor and one of my professors to offer this event as an extra credit event. I didn't know that I had the support that I had it. And that's from family and friends in the Bahamas that tuned in. That's from my classmates that came that weren't even a part of these extra credit classes. It goes from Shaw University staff and faculty members, some who I know and who I don't know, attending this event. And it's like, wow, this is my support system. It's much larger, much bigger, much wider than I imagined it to be.
How do you feel about the event overall?
I feel as though it made a major effect on not even just Raleigh community, but even my community back home. They were listening because I was getting messages on my phone. Wow, that's a really good question. Wow, who's bold enough to mention the angry Black woman stereotype? And I asked questions that needed answers. I feel extremely good about the event. I don't know what's coming next, but I just know that if it's not that same impact, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be greater.
I'm very proud of the work you've done, and I'm really proud of the event you put together, and I can't wait to see what comes next.
Thank you.